So this is a video I had to do because it just came up and I just ran across this on Facebook. But it's pretty big news and I had to make a video on it. I was going to release a video before this, but I decided to make this my new upload. So what happened? Cam Battley has left Aurora as effectively as of December 20th, 2019. This is not official. There's no press release. There's no official press release on this yet, but I have ran across something that I will share. But let's talk about the stock before we talk about my findings. So Aurora, right now is sitting at $2.25. I think there's a possibility, don't quote me on this, that Aurora could go below $1 US. Though, I don't know for sure. Nothing is for sure in this market, but I think there's a possibility Aurora could go below $1 per share. Will it happen? I don't know. But I'm just telling you guys that I think there's a possibility. Dollar US a share. $2, right now it's $2.95. I think on Monday, when Monday comes along, I think the stock is going to sell off dramatically and we will see possibly two Canadian dollars, maybe, or even lower, maybe 2.10. But it's going lower. That's what I think. I don't know for sure, but according to the chart, RSI low was at 37. The MACD is looks like it's about to downtrend. The stock is on the lower end of the Bollinger Band. So with this news, I think Aurora is going to drop even further. This analyst price of dropping the stock to $0, it may drop below $1. I'm literally saying that right now there's a possibility we can see the stock go into the penny ranges, like 95 cents, 99 cents, 85 cents. There's a possibility. Not saying it will happen. I'm saying it's a possibility. I know there's some good news right now regarding the edibles selling out in BC, which I do have an image for you guys. So I'll show you guys the image. Let's bring on some good news. So according to this screenshot I took, right? I stapled two screenshots together. Everything is sold out for Aurora. Grapefruits, Chewies, 2-piece still in inventory. The vapes are gone. Limited quantity on Dosa can vapes. So obviously Aurora is selling out of their products, but with Cam Battley leaving, I think Aurora stock's gonna sell off. Don't know how bad it'll get, but I think it's gonna sell off. So prepare for some pain on Monday. That's my consensus. Anyways, so I ran across Facebook, but then I went to this betting bruiser. He labeled this on his Twitter. According to this article, I regret to share with you all that Cam Battley, Aurora's chief corporate officer, will step away from his role effectively December 20th, 2019. Cam has joined Aurora in 2016, serving a number of senior critical to the success of the company in its early years before naming CEO in 2018. Cam's been truly an instrument in Aurora's startup and international growth, serving as a powerful advocate and corporate voice in support of global acceptance of MJ. You guys can read the rest. It's kind of blurry, but you guys can read the rest. I'm not gonna read it for you guys, but this is pretty bad news. I have speculations on why he left. Over promise, under deliver. Promise of profitability, under delivered. But again, he shouldn't have said anything. He shouldn't have predicted profitability, but he did. And now the stock, and now he's quitting, probably because he's receiving so much hate from a lot of people, and he's stepping down. And I think that there's a possibility it could go down lower. I could totally be wrong. We'll see what happens. Now I'm gonna end the video off with the very first video I ever made on Aurora. So let's begin.
Welcome to my video. This video will explain what Aurora cannabis is and how it will become very successful within a few years. Hopefully by the end of this video, you will understand the reasons why you should start to get invested with this company as soon as you can. The first thing you should know about Aurora is that Aurora Cannabis is currently one of Canada's top leading companies that mass produces and distributes cannabis products worldwide. The current production facility as of now is a 55,200 square foot building located in the mountain regions of British Columbia. It uses fresh Canadian water to produce the finest quality of cannabis for consumer use. There is also another 800,000 square foot production facility currently being constructed in Edmonton, Alberta to meet the future demands of cannabis in the near future. This building isn't just an over-furnished building, it's a new state-of-the-art facility designed from the ground up solely for the purpose of growing cannabis in a specialized environment. Not only that, this new facility is also located near the Edmonton International Airport to limit the cost of shipping, especially since cannabis is a very light product to move around. In the end, this all leads to producing weed at a large cost-efficient scale with the ability to ship quickly worldwide with minimum costs. This makes Aurora a lot more harder to compete with than your average basement farm in British Columbia. About their product they're selling, just like any other drugs like alcohol and tobacco, cannabis is known and enjoyed by people all over the world. It is a drug that is known in today's pop culture as a symbol for a good time. This chart shows the progress of a typical tobacco company over a course of 20 years. This is a pretty good indicator of how well Aurora will do over the course of 2 decades. This chart here shows how well alcohol has been doing over the years. Both of these charts can prove how well any mainstream drug can do over time. About 80% of Canadians drink alcohol at an average rate of 14.4 liters per year. This shows that Canadians are more than willing to spend their money on consumable drugs. It is predicted that around 30% of Canadians will consume cannabis at a rate of 60 grams over a course of a year. That number will grow over time when cannabis gets more legalized. So let's go over some numbers. We already established the fact that over 80% of Canadians consume alcohol in Canada, so it would be a safe assumption to say that around 10 million out of 37 million Canadians would consume around 60 grams of marijuana by the end of a year. This would lead to a total of 600 million grams of cannabis consumed in Canada every year. By 2018, Aurora facilities can produce around 100 million grams of cannabis. Growing weed doesn't have much of a cost to produce and is often sold at a high price. If every gram leads to $1 of a profit, it would result in Aurora making $100 million of profit every year. Not only that, Aurora can also produce oils from cannabis, expanding the range of products to sell to the general public. It is a common known fact that for most people, the only way to enjoy this luxury is through the black market. If you do not have the proper prescription for it, then it is illegal to obtain. Times are changing though, as cannabis is slowly becoming legalized in the Western world, especially in Canada, where the government promises to legalize cannabis for recreational use, thus making the drug more accessible to the public. Quick facts about Aurora. They have approximately $160 million. They are based in British Columbia with a 55,200 square foot facility. They have operations in Alberta, that is an 800,000 square foot facility called Aurora Sky with 15% corporation taxes, which is the lowest in Canada. And lastly, they have operations in Quebec, spanning at 40,000 square feet, which they acquired for $70 million. There has been some pretty big news recently. Aurora has acquired a medical cannabis company in Germany. This company is already connected to 750 pharmacies, is already well established, and there are 80 million citizens in Germany, making it a bigger market than in Canada. This is a pretty big step forward for Aurora, since Germany is based in the EU. This makes it easier for Aurora to trade with other European countries. Aurora Cannabis is one of the forerunners in this new market. Just like Microsoft in the computer industry, Aurora has the same opportunity to grow into a market leader. Both alcohol and tobacco are consumed regularly, and so cannabis has the potential to become a very popular good. Aurora's business practices shows how competitive and committed the company is willing to go against other companies. So for those who haven't invested in Aurora yet, I hope you find this video intriguing and for the information you find useful about Aurora Cannabis and cannabis products. Thank you for watching.
And ever since I made that video, the stock skyrocketed and now it's plummeting back to the same levels that it was back then, except for the fact that Aurora is a lot more diluted now than it was back then. But I think Aurora stock is going to be seeing discount prices possibly even lower than what it was at one point, but that's, you know, we'll see what happens in the future. God, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up, it helps my channel grow. Subscribe for, well, actually you probably won't enjoy this video and I probably will get a lot of thumbs down, but this is news. And yeah, anyways, thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.